What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another video for you guys. Listen, before we hop into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Y'all, it's super important that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So in this caption of this video, this man is saying we were the best men ever until the divorce. So I want to play what he had to say, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So make sure you chime in the comments, give me your thoughts on this particular video. I want to hear what you got to say, but let's hop right into it. Here we go.
So I watched a video from another creator last night that made an interesting point, that during my marriage, I was the best man ever. I was the most supportive husband ever. I was the most supportive dad ever. I coached flag football. I coached wrestling for 6 years while my little boys were wrestling. I coached youth basketball while my oldest daughter was on that team. I hauled my kids everywhere for their youth rodeos. We practiced for 4-H shows and rodeos almost every day through the summer. I was their roping coach. I was the one who shod their horses. Was also their horse dentist, and I was the mechanic and the farmer and the initial dog trainer in our dog business. And I was the one who worried about finding the pallets of dog food that we used in our business. I was the one tasked with finding the hay for all the horses and feeding the cows and calving out the cows. And I was the superstar until we got divorced.
Now, I want to point out one thing, the things that he's stating. This is why I say for men don't get the credit that they deserve. They really don't. And it's unfortunate that a lot of men are reduced to their wallets, and, they're reduced to wallets in a lot of cases, but there's so much more that men contribute to their families, to their children, to the household, just to it all. And there are a lot of men who do this, and they do it every single day without complaining. They're happy to do these things with their families, and they're happy to be there as a father for their families because they love their families and they want to be there. But like he said too, a lot of men in the marriage, some women will say, oh, they're so great and they're so this, but whatever, I don't know what led to their divorce, but whatever led to divorce, it changed everything. So now that something is not working out between the couples and the divorce happens, now it's like none of this ever happened. It's like he was never any of this all of a sudden. And we've seen this play out. He's so great in the marriage, but then when the relationship doesn't work, oh, he's the most horrible, despicable man ever. This is how they portray men in the event of a divorce to make it seem like he was so horrible then because it's something you can benefit from, which is so unfortunate. We see this happen all the time where a lot of men lose their minds when this happens, because they can't wrap their brains around the fact that this is being done to them when they have given their all to their families and their wives. And that's all they ever wanted. And they never complained and they did it. But then to be reduced down to like you were nothing when the relationship doesn't work out is really a horrible thing to have to go through. And a lot of men go through that. But let's continue.
Then I was banished to my RV trailer in our driveway. And then I was a dangerous dad. I wasn't an abusive dad, but I was coined dangerous. She told the kids that I would be a danger to her if they told me that they were moving to another state before they did. She then started to tell our neighbors that I was dangerous and mean and manipulative. So it's really interesting that while we are married to these highly volatile and manipulative women, that we are the greatest man on earth. And the second the divorce enters the picture, apparently we are on the right hand of the devil. This really is the perfect definition of toxicity. Now, when we are in the storm of all of this, we don't realize it because we're literally in a cloud of cortisol-induced reaction. And It's really, really difficult to see all of these details when you're in the middle of the sheer chaos. But looking back, I can see how toxic it was. I can see how ironic all of it is. It is truly amazing to me how hard it is to see out from the inside. I had a lot of people in my life who were on the outside looking in, and they tried to warn me. They tried to caution me. Because I was in the whirlwind, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is definitely something I'm sure a lot of men could relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet a lot of men can relate to what he's saying. Because, you know, when you're in it, you're just trying to be the best husband, the best dad. You're trying to do your job, and you don't see the red flags, or you don't see what it really is when you're in it. But then and people could tell you all day, but you're trying to be loyal to what you created. And when you finally get out of it, then all of it is clear as day. These women always want to portray the man as the worst. And people, other women and other people buy into it immediately because they want to believe that men are just these evil creatures, even though in the beginning and all throughout the marriage, he was doing all of these things. He was not harming you. He didn't harm his kids. He was the best man doing all this stuff. You didn't have a problem with him then. You didn't have to complain about anything. He was doing everything you wanted him to do. But when he realized maybe this is not a good situation, or you did something that just wasn't right and the relationship failed, now, we see it happening all the time, and that's unfortunate. And this is why I say, listen, if anything is going to change when it comes to relationships and women are going to have to really do some deep soul searching. Everybody's been conditioned to believe that men are just the worst, when a lot of these women are really the worst. And I'm just being honest. A lot of these women are batshit crazy, for real. And it's just going under the radar. And I think this is a major problem, because women are just able to just, throw their dirt and hide their hands, and then just blame the men, and everybody just gonna believe them. And to me, women like to say, oh, marriage only benefits the man because he gets a in-house this and an in-house that, and he gets everything done for him. No, I think women are the ones who benefit from it. Because a man has to bring all of these things to the table. He has to be damn near perfect. He has to provide, protect, do all of this, do everything that she wants him to do. And at the end of the day, if the relationship fails, then he gets everything stripped from him. Is that fair? That men get the short end of the stick when they're required to do so much? And then on top of that, women want to make and paint them out to be the villains, while she can collect everything that he's worked hard for, even the kids, poison the kids against the men, all the whole nine. I don't think that all men are just the villains here. I don't think that a lot of these men are villains. I think a lot of the women are, and they're trying to portray all the men as the villains, no matter what the situation is. You got women who cheat on men and then try to find a way to justify it and still blame the man. So I just think we got to recognize that there are good men out here. Just like there are good women, we can acknowledge that there are good men. Just like we know that there are some deadbeat bad men, there are also some deadbeat bad women. All these women aren't innocent. All these women aren't in these relationships with the right intentions and doing the right things. There are a lot of women who are faking and lying about their intentions and what they're doing and blaming the men. And I think that's unfair. It's unfortunate. And this is why I totally understand why men are moving the way they're moving. And this is not a black, white, it's a men-women issue. Because as we clearly see, a lot of men are going through the same things, and these women are all acting and talking and thinking the same way. So baby, listen, I'm gonna leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments of this video. What's your thoughts on this? Chime in the comments below. I want to hear what you got to say, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.